have the biggest member of the HDS product family. That's the 120mm fan. That's also a very famous size for aero modeling. 120mm inner shroud diameter. Here we see the fan with the short AGT motor installed. There's other choice as well, the long 10-shock ones. I will walk you through the specs and the fields of use for this fan unit. This fan can handle a maximum power of around about 7.5–7.6 kilowatts, and it was designed to give a thrust at that power level of 100 newtons. We reached that, so we have a real 10 kilogram thrust system here. RPM is around about 35,000. And the exhaust velocity is quite exactly 100 meters per second. The weight of the fan unit is quite low, just without the motor. It weighs 290 grams, and as I said, it can handle motor diameters of up to 56 millimeters. We have a wide choice of motors for this fan unit. It will work with many different motor diameters. We offer, like for all the other HDS as well, these red adapter rings, which make sure that the motor fits inside, and at the same time we are able to dissipate a lot of heat through the all-aluminum stator. Two good choices for this big fan are definitely the 10-shock X501 motors. Besides these bigger motors, we also offer the lighter ones, the AGT 800 series. So for example, with the 10-shock X501 designed for 14S, we reach a thrust of 98 newtons, so exactly 10 kilograms. The exhaust velocity is 98 meters per second as well, and the current draw is round about 140 amps. Total efficiency of the system is up to 65%, and RPM here is really close to the max RPM of the fan, that's 35,000. Then there is the same motor with a different winding for 12S. 12S represents here 44.4 volts. This motor draws 133 amps, delivers a thrust of 85 newtons, and generates an exhaust velocity of 90 meters per second. This fan was designed for the serious aero modeler who wants to equip the new scratched jet with the fan unit. It's extremely reliable and robust, and it matches very well to airframes, which in the end will have a flying weight of round about 7.5 up to 11.5 kilogram. The fan unit can handle tricky ductings. Like all the HDS, it can generate a significant amount of static pressure. It can also handle a small exhaust diameter, can go as much down as 90 millimeter. On fast and small jets, we definitely recommend to go down so much. The power specs we give for the various motors are aiming to peak power. So you can use that power for like 30–45 seconds. Then in aero modeling use, you normally throttle back and you go through your typical duty cycle. If you want to use the fan unit in different applications where you are aiming to a constant RPM, constant power level without breaks in between, we recommend to reduce the maximum allowed voltage down to 60–70% and start from there.